Moving to the UK, or you've already made the big leap, you've probably heard the usual advice. Get a national insurance number, register with a GP, and so on. But today I'm sharing 10 creative and lesser known tips to help you settle in smoothly and even save money along the way. Tip number 1, understanding council tax bands early. First up, council tax sounds boring. But trust me, it is very important. Did you know that the amount you pay on council tax depends on your property's tax band? Before renting, check the details. You can even get discounts of about 25% if you live alone. Imagine saving money by just knowing this. Tip number 2, master seasonal wardrobe shopping. Now, I know a lot of people hear about sales, but do people actually know when these sales come up? The UK weather is, let's just say, moody. Don't splurge on everything new. Check out places like TK Maxx for discounted branded items, or hit up secondhand shops for some real bargains. Layering is your best friend in the UK. Tip number 3, maximize your library membership. People don't talk about library memberships, but I'm going to tell you, registering to become a member in your local library is very important. Public libraries here aren't just for books. Many offer free Wi-Fi, study spaces, cultural events, and even ebooks. I even just discovered in my local library that you can print for free. Printing in the UK is quite expensive, but you can print for free in my local library. I don't know if that applies to every library, but it's important to register with your local library because some of these benefits are there for you. Seriously, it's like a hidden community hub that people don't talk about. So don't say I never did anything for you. Tip number 4, adapt to the UK life. Now let's talk about the UK culture. In the UK, queuing up is very important. And queuing up is practically a national sport. And don't forget, small talk about the weather is mandatory. A simple, nice weather today, isn't it? Could be an icebreaker for your next big job. And trust me, the British people love small talk. It goes a long way, trust me. The NHS is fantastic, but nobody actually tells you about the long waiting time until you actually have to experience it. The long queues or the long waiting time with the NHS is annoying. If you're in a rush or have specific needs, you might want to explore having a private health insurance. Do your research and compare plans. Trust me, it's not as expensive as you think. It's worth it, I promise you. Tip number 6, explore local community groups. Feeling isolated? Platforms like Meetup or Facebook groups are gold mines for finding local events and like minds. Whether you're into hiking, cooking, chess, football, or whatever it may be, trust me, there is a group for you on Facebook and you have to connect. Tip number 7, grocery shopping hacks. This tip number 7 is very important. See, don't take this the wrong way. You know where you're coming from. We know a lot of things, but let me tell you, grocery shopping can be very expensive, but there are apps like Too Good To Go. If you go on Too Good To Go, you find items that are near expiry or that are like perishable. Well, I call them perishable, like foods that have already been made, like pastries and all that kind of stuff. Usually, if they don't get sold, they put them on Too Good To Go so you can get them for very cheap. And you can store them in your freezer or your fridge. If you are going to eat them like the next day, just put them in your fridge because they're not bad. These are not spoiled food. These are not even expired. They're just close to end of shelf life. And if you live alone, trust me, you can actually live your life on Too Good To Go. And guess what? It's eco-friendly and pocket-friendly. It helps you. It helps the ecosystem. It helps the world. You're actually getting food at super cheap price and we're reducing waste. So think about it. Tip number 8, free courses and certifications. Wow. Yes, you heard me right. Free courses and certifications. Want to build your skills? Websites like FeatureLearn and OpenLearn offer free courses that could help you boost your skills or learn something new, or even boost your career prospects. Number 9 is volunteering opportunities. I know where we come from, a lot of people don't volunteer, but I'm going to tell you, volunteer opportunities is very important, and I'll tell you why. Because volunteering isn't just about giving back. It's a way to meet new people, gain experience. I said gain experience because that is very important. A lot of people have not gained experience in the UK and they struggle to get jobs. But when you volunteer, you actually gain experience, you meet new people, and you expand your opportunities for new jobs. You can build your references for your CV, plus it's incredibly rewarding. Now, the last and final tip I'll be giving you today is navigate childcare and school. Why I put this last is because not everybody has children and not everybody is going to be interested in school. So parents, listen up. The UK offers free childcare hours for certain ages, and school applications can feel very annoying. They just feel like a maze, when you're just going round and round in circles. Finding the right school is very important. So I'm going to be leaving a link in the description where you can find list of schools, list of good schools that you can explore. Don't be shy, don't be scared to go into the schools, depending on where you are in the UK. Go into the schools and figure out if they are good for you and for your children. So there you have it, 10 creative tips to help you sustain and live in the UK without breaking your back or the bank. Whether you're planning your move or just settling in. Which tip did you find the most helpful? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with someone who needs to see it, and I'll see you in the next one.